Hi, this is Brian with Current Wave Inc., Chief Elliott Wave Analyst at cwcount.com. Just to go over our Bitcoin analysis, we've made the initial call last week with this chart here. We are trying to trace out the second intermediate wave corrective move to finish off to ultimately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to primary fifth wave that would complete a one cycle degree wave. At this point, we thought that at least we would get near the zero point 0.5 Fibonacci 8490. But if you look at how the chart has been shaped out, it looked pretty good so far after it broke 98881 and 9236, where we thought that this will be a third minuet wave that would take up to the fourth minuet and take it down to the fifth minute of C minor of second intermediate. But what happened was that next day, um, this Bitcoin started rallying. So we thought that possibly expanded flat could be the action, but at the same time, wave C was a bit abnormal as far as the common relationship on the wave C for the expanded flat. So, but we still plugged in a wave 4 and explained to our viewers and followers that there could be a potential expanded flat and we'll come down for the fifth wave. But what ended up happening was that it went way beyond. So we think the structure of the move has been vastly changed. So we felt that instead of an expanded flat, we think a big flat pattern is emerging where your A was 11,043 and your B wave was 9,084 and your fourth wave, we think that this did not have the right look because it didn't really get close to 11,043. Remember, a flat pattern, usually the C wave gets usually close to the peak of wave A, or within less or a little more, but not too much above the 11,043 level. So this was obviously lacking about 250 or 300 points here. So we were kind of worried that it didn't have the right look. But what happened was that next day that it did have the right look, and we finally caught up to the 11,043 level. This one hit 11,085, which is right within the proximity of this wave A peak. So it is a perfect definition of a flat. We have a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5 pattern. So if this is the right interpretation, we're looking to come back down. Again, our original thesis was that Bitcoin had to at least get to the minimal Fibonacci number, which is 0.5, which is sitting at 84.90, and preferably I would like to see just the common typical second wave retracement, which is a 0.618 Fibonacci down to about 7245. We'll see more clearly as the waves develop here, and once we get to this area at 9,084 and see what kind of numbers that we're at, what kind of number that we're at as far as wave count, and to see if you can reach all the way out to the 0.618 Fibonacci. So it looks like this will take additional probably I would say 7 to 8 trading days to unfold. But look for minimum 0.5 Fibonacci before any major rally is shaped up. But just to give you a heads up, once the second intermediate wave finishes, you're gonna see Bitcoin catapult out of here and go through a very strong surge in price action because you're looking at an intermediate wave 3 of primary fifth. So until then, look this video over and review it. I think if you're a big time Bitcoin player, you got to have a lot of patience and don't get faked out by these exaggerated moves. Once again, just follow the Elliott Wave patterns and their common relationship, do the ratio analysis, because that does give you a very good exit and entry probabilities. But right now, the call is for minimum zero point 0.5 Fibonacci to be hit on Bitcoins before you enter any buys whatsoever. So let me wrap it up here today, and I will go over this Bitcoin charting action again within the next few trading days. Until then, see you next time.